there are innovations going on all the time in all kinds of fields that are disrupting the status quo. Disruptive innovation is a phenomenon that is just overturning industry after industry. It is now education's turn. It is absolutely inevitable. There's no way to stop it. What we have here today is as vivid and persuasive an example as you're going to find any place of a teacher who, seeing how the conventional methods were not working, commits what I call a major act of audacity.
At the point when I realized that there was data on students which further showed me what they can and cannot do, and I saw the degree of variation between students in a classroom, it was clear to me that as a teacher, one teacher to 20 or 25 students cannot solve the problem with human capacity alone. That led me to looking at technologies that I can incorporate in the classroom, which will allow students to be independent learners, and then I guide the students on what I want them to do.
He just committed an act of audacity. He said, I'm going to, as though he were still in business, I'm going to figure out what the customers are interested in here, where their passions are, where their interests are, and I'm going to start there. It follows the same trajectory, but he became a disruptive, innovative force inside a single school. But that's the way change happens. So as the digital platform comes in, and this is where our kids live anyway, except when we tell them to power down to come to school, we've got to find a way to not be fearful of that, but to exploit it in order to personalize learning.
The one thing I know, the capacity that children have to learn is far greater, I believe, than how much we give them the opportunity.
The first thing they would do in the morning is they come in, they would grab their device or go to whatever they wanted to, and there was never a hesitation on doing what they were supposed to be doing and wanting to do it. And that was the thing that always has stood out the most.
Well, I've been fortunate enough that 3 of my grandchildren have had Mr. Pi, currently 1 now. And I have seen that his strategies are ones that work for many children. I remember being in there with the Commissioner of Education and in the second week of school, and she was so amazed at how engaged all the kids were.
I think it should be spread. I would like to see more classrooms embrace it at a faster speed than what I see.
And that's what happens with disruptive innovation. By the time it actually becomes visible and obvious, it's too late to deny it, too late to do anything about it if you're threatened by it. And that's what's going on here too. We're still kind of down at that part of the S curve. And one of these days, it will become so prominent, so vividly dominant, and then people will look around and say, what happened? Well, it's been getting that way for a long time.
I still learn from kids things that I hadn't even conceived of about a tool or how to use it. They're vast repositories of expertise, and we just need to give them more opportunities to work with each other and share and grow.